As part of the conference's ongoing commitment to student-athlete welfare, the Big East, along with Butler University, hosted the Student-Athlete Well-Being Forum, featuring a diverse group of attendees and speakers. Industry leaders, athletic department representatives, and Big East SAC members came together to address the latest issues in mental health awareness.
We very much want to have a leadership position in matters having to do with student-athlete well-being, and we're thrilled to be able to have our second forum with members of our schools to talk about some really important topics. And most of all, to have the student-athletes here is critically important. We've got 20 of them here representing all 10 of our schools. So to be able to engage them on discussions about everything ranging from mental health to sleep to how they're dealing with transitions from high school to college, from college to graduation and beyond, and then of course everything in between.
This is the second year that the Big East has taken on something like this that really underscores the principles and the values of our conference, that it is about the student athlete. So this one focused on the well-being of student athletes is awfully important. It's something we talk about at Butler quite a bit, and obviously something that all of the Big East schools think deeply about. And so we're honored that it's being held here in Indianapolis.
Mental health and physical health can't be separated. The mental health is as important in performance, injury prevention, and your sense of wellness as all of the physical measures. So we made this artificial separation in the past history, and now we're trying to say, look, let's work on it all together.
According to research, 1 in 5 adults experiences a mental illness in a given year. Half of all chronic mental illness begins by age 14, 3/4 by age 24. Additionally, African American and Hispanic adults seek help at half the rate of white adults. Throughout the event, speakers detailed the realities of mental health and provided action plans for the SAC reps and administrators to bring back to campus.
There's nobody who's not touched by mental illness or mental health issues, and I think in the developmental years when young people are in college, it is vitally important, and in particular for student athletes, because they have so many more stressors than the average student. So for me, there's so many reasons why, but most importantly because of the developmental stage and because we are asking young people to take on so many responsibilities as undergraduates, as athletes, that I know these are issues that they're dealing with.
I'm struck by how important coaches are in all matters dealing with student-athlete wellness, and I hope we can find a way to make sure they get the tools they need to deal with these issues as they arise and to respond appropriately.
I think the thing I hope the most is that they recognize that they have power and that they're a resource themselves, right? So whether they're going through something or whether their peers are going through something, they're powerful in recognizing that they can help, or they can be the catalyst to start things on their own campus. And I hope that this group leaves with that energy and knows that that makes them a better them, but it will make everyone around them better too.
Discussion topics at the Wellbeing Forum ranged from the cultural perspectives toward mental illness to the role sleep plays in the performance and well-being of student athletes. Mental health awareness is a complex issue, and the Big East event was formed to both further the conversation surrounding mental illness and help end the stigma associated with it.
I think as we've heard and as we continue the conversations, what's super important to realize that life continues after sport, and we really need to prepare ourselves for that. And part of that is having a great mental well-being and health and establishing that great base. So I feel like I'm so proud to be in the Big East and that we're having these conversations to open up those doors, normalize mental health, and continue to be healthy individuals after we graduate.
This is now just a talking point. It's just now starting with student athletes, and I think it's so important, especially as the Big East, to come together and meet from all these different institutions, all these different backgrounds, and just keep an open ear, but then be able to take that back to Providence or take that back to any school and relay it. It's actually really interesting, and it's fun to do, and I'm so thankful to be here for it.
I think we have to do a full court press because we have the Student Athlete Advisory Committee here, so you have 2 or 3 athletes from each school. But you also have a lot of the administrators, the professionals, the quote-unquote adults on each campus here as well. And it's really our responsibility to carry this message back. So it's incumbent on all of us to really be educating our athletes, right when they get back to campus in the fall, and also educate our coaches. That's something else we talked about too. Is that's a great presentation for our coaches to hear as well, because as we all know, if you tell a coach that there's something that can affect performance, they're going to make sure they're doing the right thing.
The Student Athlete Wellbeing Forum is another meaningful educational step in the Big East's long-range commitment to student athlete wellness. True to the conference's mission, the continued focus on mental health aspires to build an athletic culture that provides equal development of each student athlete's mind, body, and soul.